Karlzon boots, and some of them I have got double because I have a Hanna Karlzon problem. Now, I wanted to film a video to do with, because we've all learnt about the sad news that Hannah shared on Instagram and on Facebook, so I'm doing this as the hashtag support Hanna Karlzon. But not just that as well. I was messaged on Instagram by a lady called Tammy Miller. Now, she asked me would I do a Hanna Karlzon tag. I'm going to get confused here. She asked me to do a Hanna Karlzon tag, but the lady that originally did the tag, the video was in French, so she said that would I do it and she would interpret it for me. Is that the right word? I'm running off little sleep, bear with me. So yeah, so we messaged each other a couple of times over the last 24 hours. Anyway, she sent me the tag. I've got a list here of all the different questions, and then I'll just pop over to YouTube, and this is the channel that came up with the tag. So I'll show you like this instead of me going over and trying to edit it on YouTube. It's just easier for me to do it like this. So Camille Coloriage, I think. But I will leave that video, the tag, in the description, just in case you do want to go and watch that. I'm giving props as well to the person who created the tag. I've just turned my phone off. What am I doing? And I need the tags. So I'm going to have to rearrange all these anyway, so I'll come back. Right, so the very first question is, how long after you started colouring did you buy your first Hanna Karlzon book? Now, this was very early, and I think it might have even been Summer Nights or Magical Dawn. It was really early. I think I started off with Joanna Basford, realised that that's not my sort of style, and then got hooked onto Hanna Karlzon. So she's my all-time favourite artist because she's the one that properly got me into colouring portraits, adult colouring in general. So yeah, thank you, Hannah. Number 2, what was your first Hanna Karlzon book and why did you choose that one? And what was the last one that you bought? So like I said, I think my first one was either Summer Nights or it was Magical Dawn. I've got a funny feeling it might have been Magical Dawn because I've even got a date here of June 2019. Or is this my second copy? No, I think this is the first one. It might be this one. I've got a funny feeling it's this one. And then the very latest one that I've bought is at the bottom of the pile. Of course it has to be. It is this one that I can't remember the name. Is it Witch's Brew or Witch's? I can't remember. So that was the latest one. How many of her books do you own? So I've got one artist one that I've kept on the shelf just to make it easier for myself. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and a postcard book, so 15, as well as PDFs. Yeah, as well as PDFs. Number 4, would you be able to place all her books in the order from your favourite to your least favourite, and what is your favourite book and why? Probably yes, actually. Don't come for me. I think this is probably got to be my least favourite, purely because this was Midnight Masquerade, because this is the start of her changing her format of her boots. I can totally understand why she did it, because she needed a change, but I just loved the other size books. So you can see there, it is a lot smaller, it's a lot thinner, the width as well. But it's not just that, the art, I still love the artwork. Please don't think that I'm saying that I don't like the artwork, because I'm not saying that at all. But it's just different. It's different from her other books, from what we was used to. So I don't dislike it at all, but it's just my least favourite of the bunch. This is probably on par with Daydreams, I would say, maybe, because Daydreams is very detailed, very detailed, and this might actually be my least used book, I think. or I worked in this very early on. Well, that's a recent one actually. See, that one's a bit of a recent one with the fish and stuff, and Distress Ink as well in the background. But I don't think there's a whole lot else. See, that's a whip that I've had for about 2 years. That was a really early one, and that's all I've done out of that one. So, will you buy her future books? Of course, without question, without question. Number 6, what pictures of hers did you colour first, and why did you choose them? Again, I don't remember that. I'll have to go back to Magical Dawn, because I'm sure that this one was my first one. I'm sure it was actually. And like, is it the nameplate page? See, I've got 2 copies of Magical Dawn. I'm a Hannah freak by the looks of it. Yeah, so this is my first one, and I think I did it was either a nameplate page, because I thought that's the way you had to do books. You had to do it from the start and you didn't do it in between, and then I've learned over the time you don't have to do that. Let me just double check. That's a very early one. That's dated June 2019. What else have we got? Another early one that's not dated, but that is early. Swatches. Yep, another one. June 2019. June. So I did a lot in June. So that's why I'm thinking that it was about June time that I'd bought this book and just did loads in it. Number 7. Do you colour Hannah Karlzon every month? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is yes. There's at least one page a month that I colour, if not more. I'm sure there's been months where I've done at least 3-4 pages of Hannah Karlzon. Number 8, are you following any monthly challenge linked to one of her books? Well, technically I am. I don't think I've pulled it out. It's here, let me just get it. Of course, I have to forget this. So there's another book, so that's another one I did. I've kept this separate because I've tagged it up, and I'm going to start it today. Where's the page? Well, it was over there because it's a finished debut and not the boot that I'm looking for. So I need to check the boot that I was looking for, because I've mixed everything up apparently. No, and I've got another one here. I've literally got another one here as well. So how many is that? 16, 17 Hannah Karlzon books. So I need to find that page that I'm doing with Anne. I'm sure I bloody marked it up. I know for a fact I have. I remember writing it out. So I've put it down somewhere, the book, and now I don't know where it is. Well, that's thinking up because I've done a finished page. So that's irritating. Yeah, that's irritating. It's going to be in one of these. Oh no, I'm missing a book. So I'm going to have to move on to the next one because I can't find it. Oh, well, that's irritating. Oh, is that it? No, that's spirit. Is it spirit animals? Right, I'm being all over the show. I'm going to try and find that page. Right, I've found it. Yeah, another book. I'm going to count them all again in a minute because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So this is the page that I'm going to start later today. And I've got a beautiful, beautiful reference picture that Anne sent to me actually of Hannah holding these types of flowers. So I'm going to colour them the same colour. So let's start again with that other question. Like, how many books have I got? I've got one in my finished pages cart, one on my dining table because that's one of the books that I want to finish this year and I'm keeping it out, so that's 2. The artist edition, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then the postcard book, 18. So I've got 18 Hannah Karlzon books. I've not got a problem, honest. Don't judge. Don't judge. The next question. Oh yeah, so that monthly challenge, it's not a monthly challenge, it's just what we're doing at the minute, the support Hannah Karlzon one. That's what I'm doing that page for. Which type of illustrations do you prefer to colour? Portraits, scenes, flowers, etc. It totally depends what sort of mood that I'm in. Let me just pull This one's a good one to show you because it's a mixture of all sorts of books. It depends what mood I'm in. So if I fancy something a little bit more detailed, I'd go with a page like this, and it wouldn't bother me to colour the mushrooms, although I avoid fur like the plague. If I wanted more portraits, like portraits and hair, I can't really say I like pages like this as well. I can't really say I prefer one over the other. I do like them all. It depends what mood I'm in. Oh, this is one of my favourite pages. I'm going to have to keep this tab because I'm sure there's a question about that. Do you hide the lines when you colour? And if so, how do you do it? Now, I have done in the past, and if I'm in the mood to, I will. If I'm not, I'm not. I've tried the Posca pen. I've tried white gel pen, watered down acrylic ink. I have tried Winsor & Newton white ink. I have tried I nearly said Dr. Philon again, the Dr. Martens bleed proof white. I've tried that. I do like them all just the same. It just depends what mood I'm in, if I can be bothered doing it, to be totally honest with you. But yes, I have tried. Rollo, stop it please. Which illustrations do you like to colour the least? Fur. If I didn't see another cat, then I'd be happy, because I can't be doing with fur because I can't colour it at all. It just stresses me out. Number 11, do you hide the lines? Oh, I've done that one, so I'll skip one then, didn't I? So number 12, top 10 flops if you have enough. Right, I'm going to keep this page to one side. Now let me just flip through a couple of the boots and we'll see. But technically I can't call them flops because that's not my favourite, this one here, but I did this really early on, and when I did it I was so proud of it. So is it a flop? I don't think so, no. That's a more recent one. Let's just move that to the side. We're going through all my Hannah Karlzon pages here, aren't we? Again, I can't say that's a flop. I did that really early on, and again I was really proud of it. This is sort of a flop. Now bear with me. I used odourless mineral spirit for the first time, and I used too much and it bled through. So maybe that's a flop, maybe. That's a flop. 100% that's a flop. I was trying to go with a really super cool watercolour effect, not really knowing what I was doing, and I won't say I destroyed it, but it's not very pleasing to the eyes, is it? No. I don't like this one. This one's a big fat flop. Don't like it at all. That's alright. That one's a flop. I didn't even colour the sanding on that one. So that one, I know there's another question, so I'm at the top colouring pages, so I'm just going to go through each of the boots and tell you, because it's easier, tell you what I think is one of my favourites and tell you what I think is a flop. That's probably easiest. So I do like this one. Not really that keen on that one. And then we've got my second Magical Dawn. Like I said, I've not got a problem, honestly, I've not. So what have we got in here? So this, I bought this quite recently. Beautiful, beautiful. If I don't say so myself, I love this page. Love this page, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing it as well. I actually used pan pastel for the skin. Still not happy with that one. And I like this one as well. I think this is really cool. I just think it's so different. I need to get back into doing this sort of style again. So I go through phases of different things that I like to mess around with, depending what mood I'm in. And depending what day I've had, I suppose. So what have we got in here? This is an old one as well. It's interesting looking back. Right, let me just show you this page here, and I was so proud of that. I did that not last year, year before I think, and then I recreated it in this book, and you can just see, oh, bloody hell, there's no room. You can just see side by side the difference. The one on the right I absolutely love, absolutely love. So that is the B page. What else have we got in here? The flower page, which I wasn't happy about all this because I tried to use Inktense pencils. I didn't get the effect that I was after. Test page. Well, this is a big fat flop. big fat flop. I used the Crayola Super Tips and I just don't get on with them pens. I really appreciate people that can. I've just found that page. So why is it in this book? Why is it in this book? Oh, because I've got 2 copies of this as well. Damn it. Right. So let's have a quick look through this one. Oh dear me. This one gave me a headache when I did it, I'm not gonna lie. Let's quickly do this because it's gonna be so long. I love this style as well. Really unique. That's a recent double page, yeah. I really enjoyed doing that. I think that was a buddy colour, that one actually. I can't remember though who with. Another one that I like. Another recent one. Because I started getting a tattoo on my arm, I was inspired to do this one. That one's a big fat flop. Don't like that. And then that's nameplate. Is it a nameplate? No, it's not. It's just the intro page that I did. So before I forget, because I'm going to have to move this, I have got the jewellery box over here and there's a finished page in here. So let's quickly go through this. I'm not keen on this. Let me just keep that page hidden just so I'm not showing everything. I really like this one. This one's really pretty, and this is where I first started experimenting with watercolour, different effects. I like that one as well with the ants, not too bad. I think that's Intense Pencils. Now this is not my sort of usual colour palette, but I do like that one. I think that turned out really nice. Yeah, okay. So that one can go back over there as well. So I'm gonna have to, my desk isn't big enough. My desk isn't big enough. Bear with me. I've just quickly checked as well. And the very last question is, number 14, show us what you're working on of hers at the moment. And like I said, I've got one page that I've finished, and then that one that I'm going to start either later on this afternoon or this evening. I'm going to sit at the couch and watch A Touch of Frost with David Jason, and Only But a Goodie. Yeah, I don't like this one either. I'm not too keen on that. Yeah, I'm going to watch that and then I'll start my Hanna Karlzon page. This one was a nice double page spread that I did. Very nice. Nice and sparkly. I'll just bring you up. See, super sparkly that one. Stickles, Stickle Heaven, Stickle Heaven. Oh, and I did the front cover. And I put, if you was wondering what's on top of that, it's the Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. I surprise myself sometimes with some of the things that I do remember and what I don't. Daydreams. This one's an early one, so quickly. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Look at my blending. But we've all got to start somewhere, haven't we? That one that you've seen. Yeah, I went through this book, didn't I? So then we've got Seasons. I'm going to have to pull that artist book as well, aren't I? I'll show you. I'm sure there's one at the back here that I did, or is that in the other book? Because I think I've got 2 copies of this as well. I'm not happy with this one. I don't like the mushrooms. But hey ho. This was a love of labour, meaning that I hated doing this page because of the colours that I chose, but then I had to finish it because it was like, well, I've started it nice. But I didn't like the colours that I picked. Is that everything? Oh no, I did that page. Still love that. I think that's absolutely beautiful. Love, love, love. Yeah, okay. And then the, whatever you call it, the nameplate page that I've put acrylic paint all over. So this is the Witches one. That was a buddy colour with Sabrina from Twist of Colour. If I do remember who I did it with, I'll obviously mention. I did this as I think it was a live stream. Was it a live stream with a frog or something? Buddy colour with Emma Colours. What else have we got? Oh, I did a tutorial on this one. Was it this one or the one at the front? There is definitely a tutorial that I did, something along the lines of galaxy backgrounds, that I really like that page, so that's one of my top ones. Another one, try and do this a bit quicker. Another one, I think this is the page because it tends to want to stick together. I need to put some greaseproof paper between it. Yeah, this is the one that I did the tutorial on with the Galaxy, and I like that one. So what might be best is switching over these piles. That'll be better, won't it? So if I start here, I know I'm a bit higher up, but still. We did the little mouse last Christmas. This one will not speak about, absolutely atrocious. And then the Wicked Witch of the East here. It's not really, it's just the first thing that comes to mind. This one I do really like. Very autumnal, is that the right word? My strawberry page. I still really like that one as well, I'm proud of that one. I started a tutorial there on strawberries. Never come back to it, never come back to this one, don't know why. Nice double page spread. Really like this one. So this is another one of my top ones. Another one of my top ones. Just a colour scheme that I never ever go for. But I really like that. And then we have another copy of Jury Box. I think I had another copy of Jury Box and I gave it to my mother-in-law. I'm pretty sure I did. But I think I might have had slight damage in the corner. I can't remember now. So I did this one. Is that all I've done? No, that one. That rubbish one. And then the little lion. Another copy of Daydreams. This page that I did recently, and as you can see, I'm absolutely terrible at fur. I hate fur. Hate fur. I like stroking fur. I like stroking my dog's fur, but I don't like colouring it. Hate it with a passion, actually. I think this one was a tag for Kirsty's, from Kirsty Colouring Sketches' birthday, with the crab. Another one with colours that I never usually use, like a muted colours, but I think it turned out really pretty. Another whip that I've not finished. I like this one though. This was just a, I couldn't be bothered, so I want to slap all sorts on a page and have fun page. Like a mixed media page. And then we have spirit animals. I need to show you the other spirit animals as well because I've not done much in this one. I've done that one, which is lovely. Love the colours of that. This one that I've almost complete. Almost complete. I might be able to get that finished this month actually. And then we got this other smaller one. I think, is this the recent one? I can't remember now. And that. And that. I like that one. And that one. I love this page. Gosh, it took me forever though. It took me forever with them white bloody gel pens going all the way around. Oh yes, and I love my elf guy or reindeer guy, whatever he's meant to be. I think he turned out lovely. And then the other side as well. And then the bug. Was that another body colour? No, it wasn't. That one wasn't. And then a bit of a disaster page. And then the very last, well, second to last, I'm telling a lie here. So we've got this one. I know I've not done a lot in this one. Let's quickly go through it. Still not come back to this yet. I will do eventually. My bee page. My Christmas page. And then very quickly, because I've shown this 1,000,001 times on my channel, very quickly, all the backgrounds are finished in this book. You can look how thick it is. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But very quickly, this is on my list to finish this year. So very quickly, I'm not going to say what's on each of them because I'll be here forever. Oh god, I've not enough room. So as you can see, some of them are completed, but some of them we just have the backgrounds done. But that took me a long time to do. But I'm determined to get this finished this year. Yep. So that was the, I think it's just called the Hanna Karlzon Tag. Let me just double check. It's just, she's called it Tag Hanna Karlzon. So I think I'll call it Hanna Karlzon Tag. I will link her video as well in the description. And thank you to Tammy for asking me as well. I think my response, she asked me would I do this video, and my response was yes, thanks for asking me, Hannah Karlzon, then yes please. That was my response. But thank you very much for watching. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to tag anybody, but anybody can do this video. You know, it's open for anybody to do. I think a lot of people are going to want to do this, especially with the sad news that we've been given recently. So do it as a Hanna Karlzon tag and then a hashtag support Hanna Karlzon. I think that's probably the best way around it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do share around with the community and all our colouring friends, because I'd love to see loads of people do this video, and I'd love to watch them as well. Obviously my all-time favourite colouring artist, 18 colouring boots of the same artist. Oh, I've not shown you the artist one. Oh, 1 minute, I nearly forgot. Where is it now? I know it's here somewhere, but where? Right, so I found it. I've tried my best as well to look for this online. I'll obviously get a second copy because I definitely need one apparently. But I really like the paper in this, it's super duper thick. And I've done quite a few. I'm out of breath now trying to even find this boot, I'm so unfair. We did this one. I did some of these on the channel as well. It's probably easy me doing this. I definitely did that on the channel. I think I did that sideways because I was still learning. This one. This one that's a whip, that's been a whip forever, that I did with alcohol markers. And then that one, which I adore, Jane Davenport's, oh camera, Jane Davenport mermaid markers. That's what I was saying, you didn't miss much then, you didn't miss much. How beautiful is that one? I love it. But yeah, please share this around the community. I would love everybody, anybody to do this video. If you're thinking about doing a channel, maybe do this as your first video, that would be super nice. But until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.